and welcome to On the Move. We are Matt and Betsy, and welcome back to our kitchen. Today we're going to do a little cooking with you again. It's a little bit abnormal. We got up today, we were hoping to all be at school, and then we looked outside and the snow started falling, and it's just kept blowing and falling.
Ever since
then.
So they called it a bus cancellation day.
Yeah.
So when they cancel the buses, schools are closed. So it's Tuesday, the day is Tuesday that we record. You'll see this on Friday.
Yeah.
But we're home and everyone is back here, which is actually, unfortunately, not that abnormal for us right now. So you may be able to hear it in my voice a little bit, but we have come through COVID now.
Yeah, came right through our house.
Right through. Started first day of spring break. We were all pretty much, well, it started with our oldest and then kind of we fell from there over the next 2 weeks. So we have completed at this point all of our isolation time, and we had just been ready to return. Everyone went back to work and to school one day, and now we're back all together again. Yeah. We certainly can't complain about not having enough time together as a family.
Oh, no. Yeah. So
with that situation, we have not been anywhere, essentially, or done anything. So we thought we'd share some cooking time with you because we don't have any fun events really that we did. We were just recovering.
Yeah. So today we're making pizza.
Pizza. Oh, before we get into the pizza, this is what I managed to do during my COVID sick time. We might run right out of it, I don't know. Okay. So we have several llamas on the go. So if you're interested, stay posted to my website, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, by the end of April for sure. I will have some llamas up again. I haven't really updated the shop since before Christmas, so it's time. So anyway, there's my lovely arranged rainbow. And now, most people use their chef cards for cooking. I do not. I store my knits and stuff.
Okay, pizza?
Pizza.
I used to work in a pizza shop. It was my first real job. And I loved it.
You gotta name it. What was it?
Cheeser's Pizza and Subs.
Pizza.
It was in Elmvale, Ontario, little town. It was right around the corner from the high school. I'm sure they made a killing off of pizza for kids.
I think I hear your most stories about Elmvale are about Cheeser's Pizza, and was it called the Pop Shop or something?
The Pop Shop.
Well, like a candy store.
Yeah, I don't know that I actually spent all that much time.
No,
but they had some weird stuff.
I was going to say, you have these clear ideas of candies you have there that you can't find today.
They're difficult.
Wax.
Yeah.
The juice-filled wax chews.
Yeah, strange things.
And we, of course, we're old enough now that we reminisce about the days when there was 5-cent candies. And
1 cent candy.
1 cent penny candies. You don't find those anymore. We don't have pennies anymore, so.
No,
anyway.
Sure. Yeah. So I took a recipe from there and I have adapted it to home use. What I'm going to show you here, you can either make 2 medium to large size pizzas or 1 just really big one, which is what we're going to do
usually
today.
do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go over the whole recipe with you, but what you will do with it is I proof my pizza dough in the fridge.
I wish you could smell it.
Any real place that you would do that. You can hurry it and do it not in the fridge, but it's better this way. At least 4 hours for pizza dough, really.
To get good rise on it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I did here.
So I took that off. I don't need to.
Well, you can grate.
I know, but I don't want you to open it yet. There's nothing in it.
I need a bit of flour.
I'll get it out of your way a bit there.
Excuse me.
We're using pizza mozzarella cheese. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's not ADL. We do like to use the ADL cheese as much as we can, but for pizza, this gets a nice string.
That's the thing. The ADL here is like basic mozzarella. Like it's flavored like mozzarella.
Yeah.
So if you get a brick of mozzarella cheese, the kind of the baseline stuff, it usually doesn't have stretch and string to it, which is not really good for pizza. So you want to make sure you have something that has actually been stretched and or says pizza mozzarella.
P.S. We washed our hands before we started this.
Not that we're actually going to share this with anybody today.
No, that was the other thing too. Well, you're recovering from COVID and stuff. You're starting to feel a little better, but we can't do our usual baking or deliver it to anyone. So we did do some baking as a family, particularly our youngest. She did not get hit near as bad as the rest of us. So she was still quite active and happy and needed things to do. So I kind of just let her bake. So she made some cupcakes, she made a cake, and for reasons we won't get into, she is currently at the moment doing wheat-free, so she was having an adventure with using gluten-free flour and stuff.
This is not gluten-free.
No, this is not.
We're going to do a pre-made thing for her. I haven't tried working with that yet. So you take your pizza dough, you squash out all the big air bubbles of it, and you're going to give it an initial roll to kind of flatten it out. Don't go right to the edge of your dough. You don't want to squish the edges. You actually want a bit of dough around the edge because it's going to be your crust.
And both our girls have requested that we do stuffed crust pizza, but again, we haven't.
Yeah, that's another level. We tried to do that at one point.
Oh yeah, and it just sort of disappeared, didn't it?
Well,
at Cheezers, I don't know. I thought we tried.
Yeah, we did. So the method here is you kind of stretch around the edge. You don't go right to the edge because, of course, you want some dough there. And then you're going to work your way into the center with it too as you go. I knew a guy. He did the whole length.
Oh no! Don't toss in here.
We have lights right above us here.
Whatever you do, don't toss in here.
He would, but I never actually learned to do that well. I just did this.
Actually, fun story about homemade pizza. So very shortly, Matthew and I met, courted, and married quite quickly for this day and age. You're getting your cuffs completely covered in flour. Okay. Anyway, so one of the first times, or the first time, I don't remember exact details very well, when he came to meet my family, he made pizza for us. So this whole Matthew making pizza has been part of our life together for quite some time. I think I even remember like what you were wearing that day. Oh, that tells you what state of mind I was in, because I hardly remember our wedding day. I do remember we were there.
Oh, set your oven to at least, well, it depends on your oven. And if you're using a pizza stone, which we're not. If you have a pizza stone, it'll be so much
And we're
better.
a gas oven.
Yeah, but we're going to set it to 450 degrees. That's probably the minimum you want to cook with, right up to like 500, depending on your oven. You cook pizza hot.
Oh, nice more. We're going to have plenty of cheese.
Just grate it all.
Okay. It's a little bit messy. It's good and stringy, but it's crumbling at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. Stringy and crumbly all at the same time.
Yeah, because it kind of balls up. We used to do it in the big machines.
I've never seen one of those.
All right, and if you were on a pizza stone, like you'd put it right on your stone or on your peel, but I don't have one of those, so I'm using a pan that I'll start with, and then I'll actually pull this out once it's got enough heft that it can just sit on the rack.
Which you can see, that pan has lived some life.
Yeah, it has.
It might be coming. I don't think any more fits. We'll have to put some out and then I'll finish it up.
Okay.
Birthday gift from who? Do you remember?
My sister.
Oh, good memory.
It was
Thanks, Julia.
something. It was like it came with other stuff, but that stuff didn't last.
The truth is, I cook all kinds of things on it. Chicken fingers. Used to do French fries. I now do them on a proper pan.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go ahead. Do what you're doing.
You need to dock it when you can get rollers that kind of punch little holes in it so you don't get giant bubbles in there. I'm just going to use a fork and kind of hit it around the side.
Tap our way around. Oh, it's open. Mesmerized.
I get really tense when I do that.
Relax your face, relax your face. Okay, today for flavors, nobody get grossed out.
This is controversial.
I know it's controversial, but I want it, and I've been wanting it for a while. Pineapple. Pizza sauce.
Pineapple.
Keeping it fairly simple. Pizza sauce, pineapple, and pepperoni.
There are some who say you really shouldn't put that many toppings. Like I remember when I worked at the pizza shop there, was a guy who every week he would order a small pizza with everything on it.
Ooh,
one, it's really hard to do that on a small pizza,
and
two, it gets really juicy, like just all the
wet.
It's not more than two, and you lose your flavors.
I like a variety of different pizzas, but I don't want them all in one. I want them actually thought about. Like, what's another combination I like? Mushrooms and bacon, like that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Well, this is actually my favorite combination: pepperoni and pineapple. I know people say ham.
Ham is the.
But I do pepperoni. So you're gonna take the back of a spoon, put all your pizza sauce in the middle, and then kind of in a circular motion push it out from the center with the back of the spoon. I didn't put enough on there. I gotta do more.
I also just realized I'm actually gonna save this juice.
Sure.
Or not. I can find something to put it in. I almost dumped it down the drain.
And then again, when you do the cheesing part of this, there are lots of different ways you can do this, but I use the method that I used when I was younger and working at the shop, and it's what I like, so that's what I'm doing. You start with a slight, small layer, sprinkling of cheese first. That kind of lets everything sort of stick to the pizza, otherwise your toppings all slide around. Some people like to do like all cheese on the bottom and then you put your toppings on top.
Just on top? Oh.
Yeah, but
no. It needs a little coating on top too.
So, a little bit of cheese, and then you can put your toppings on. Pepperoni, if you're doing pepperoni always goes
I think
first.
you're a little bit cheesy.
No. Yeah. What are you doing? A bit more cheese later.
Oh, cheesy pizza is where it's at.
And then pepperoni, like a lot of toppings you just kind of sprinkle on, not pepperoni.
No,
You actually have to
organized.
place pepperoni
Well,
on.
because the worst thing, if you go to cut, and then you have to like cut the pepperoni but it doesn't fully cut, which won't be a problem for us because we have a good pizza cutter, another gift that we got. I think that one was from my sister. Thanks, Sherry. So our family's got us all decked out with pizza stuff. Anyway, you go to cut it and the pineapple or the pepperoni doesn't cut in half. That drives me nuts. I like whole pepperonis on my pieces of pizza. You're not doing it quite careful enough, but we'll do it.
We'll be fine.
We'll do it. You're floury.
Yeah, this is what happens.
How are we going to put the pineapple on? I
I'll
don't
get
think
to that
we've
in a
actually.
second.
Have we ever done homemade pizza with pineapple at home? We've ordered it several times.
I have. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
So pineapple, you have to actually take.
Just stick that floury hand in there.
Well, this is the way it works. You actually have to squeeze it out a little bit first. Otherwise, you end up with too much juice on it. So yes, that pineapple is not. You're going to need that for.
That's canned pineapple,
Yeah.
right?
And then you sprinkle it on. Well, sprinkle, you sort of drop. I don't know. It's a certain technique. Is that enough pineapple? Do you want more?
Just a little bit over there is the hole.
Oh,
There we go. Oh, you know what? Here too.
all right.
You know, it better stop because our oldest is actually
We'll complain.
not really impressed. Yeah.
And then you do your
Cheese
real
it.
layer of cheese.
I mean, let's not go insane, but
No. Although that our oldest, that's all she ever wants on her pizza is cheese and more cheese.
take her to an actual like good pizza restaurant and she orders cheese pizza.
You know what is not too bad on a pizza actually?
No,
Anchovies.
I've never done it. Never done
The only reason I tried it is because I worked at a shop and I basically tried everything there.
I have a rule in life. I don't need anything with a head on it.
Well, no, I think they have anchovies. No, they're little
Headless?
fillets. Yeah,
Oh, they're not.
yeah, they're not like sardines.
Sardine. I'm thinking sardines.
Yeah, is that enough?
Yeah, that's good.
So this is going to go in your oven. Probably all said and done, it's going to be probably 12 to 15 minutes. But you're going to watch it because the first 5 to 7 minutes you're going to leave it on the tray, and then when it starts to brown on top, you take that out so that it can actually really get good and crisp on the
On
bottom.
the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm learning. I don't usually do this. He usually takes care of this whole process.
Okay.
I wish tidying up the kitchen actually happened that fast. Poof, it's done. Well, not even done.
No, it's mostly just
We moved it.
over there. So, you do want to give it a moment before you cut into it, really,
Okay.
or otherwise it slides all over the place.
You also should give it a moment before you bite into it. Too.
Well, definitely, you want to give it that. But,
Burnt tongue.
and you also want to think, like, how many pieces am I cutting this into? It is annoying if you get, like, the really tiny piece or the big
You want
one.
them even.
Yeah, because the girls are always fighting for
The biggest.
the biggest pieces, right? So,
Here we go.
you want to give it a good amount of pressure, too.
Your board might be a little bit on the small
Yeah.
side.
My pizza.
This board was not created for pizza
No.
cutting. Made by him, by the way. This beautiful cutting board.
There we go.
All right. Steam rising.
So, hopefully you're finding a way to enjoy your spring too. Maybe you've got snow, maybe you've got nice weather.
Maybe you got sun.
Yeah.
Maybe you're in Brazil having an amazing time swimming in your pool in your backyard, Bruna. I'm not jealous.
So instead of enjoying nice weather, we're going to enjoy some pizza.
Eat pizza.
It's nice to see you all again, and we'll see you again in another couple of weeks.
Take care.